Hello, hello girls and guys. So Roman Kondrachov here with you today, personal trainer. So I'm just going to walk you through the session that I did today, that I finished just now actually. So it was a squat day for me. In other words, I was working my legs today, and primarily I was trying to focus on building up my squat. So the first exercise was the back squat. Back squat, 4 sets of 8 repetitions. I rested about 1 to 2 minutes in between the sets, and just for all of you to demonstrate the exercise, it looked something like this. I had a barbell on my back, I walked out, and I did 8 repetitions on every set. That was the first exercise. That tired me out quite a bit actually, and the second exercise, so the first exercise, back squats, they are amazing for working your quads, your legs in general. If you want to get bigger legs, just do squats. If your lower back hurts in this exercise, then you could do a belt squat, for example, where you have the weight on your waist. Around your waist you can hang a belt, and you can tie the weight right here. So that way you don't have a barbell pushing down on your spine, compressing your lower back. That's actually a great exercise for rehabilitation of your lower back as well. Then I did lunges. So lunges, I did 4 sets of 8 repetitions for each leg. So on every set I did 16 repetitions in total, alternating the legs. It looks something like this. I unrack the bar, hop hop, and I just do the following. I did 16 reps. The reason why I do this is because I need to build up my back squat. My back squat really sucks. It's my worst lift. I need to get stronger at it. Lunges are a great accessory exercise to build up your quads, once again, your glutes, and even your posterior chain in a sense, but not so much. Primarily glutes and your quads. In any case, I did 4 sets of 8 reps, and I rested about 1 to 2 minutes in between each set. Then I went on to working my core. I did Russian twists. I had 30 pounds in my hands, and I just did the following. I went like this. My legs you can't really see here, but they're elevated from the ground, and you just do this type of motion over here. This really works your core, your obliques. It's a great exercise. I highly recommend this to anyone. Again, if your lower back hurts for whatever reason, there are ways to work around that. That's what a personal trainer is pretty much for, to give you alternatives. In any case, I did 10 twists to each side. Before resting, I then went on to good mornings, and I did 8 repetitions for every set. I did 4 sets in total, and I did 8 repetitions on every set. The good morning exercise looks something like this. I'll show you this from the side view. So you unrack the bar, you walk out, and you do the following. You have a bar over here, and you just do this type of motion, just like this. This really works the back side of your legs, your hamstrings. This also works your calves, your lower back, obviously. You should not use too much weight on this exercise because it can put lots of pressure on your lower back, and it can be damaging. So again, you just need to start off with light weights and build your performance higher, 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 not lower, higher. In any case, I did that exercise in conjunction with the Russian twists. So first Russian twists, then good morning, then I rest for 1 minute, then I repeat. Again, Russian twist for 10 twists to each side, and good morning for 8 reps. After I finished all of these 4 sets, I went on to doing hamstring bridges. That's what I call them. These look something like the following. Let me try to show you here just a bit clearer. Hope my phone doesn't fall. It looks something like this from the side. Okay, perfect, you can see. So my feet are almost extended. I lie down on the floor. Now, in my case, I had weight over here stacked on my hips in order to make the resistance greater. But the exercise looks something like the following. You just lift your hips up and you remain in this position. I held this for 30 seconds at a time, and this really finished off my hamstrings and my lower back. I highly recommend doing this exercise. You can do this at home. You don't need much for this, just your willpower. If you don't have weights, you can actually just lift the legs in an alternating fashion. You can lift one leg and hold. Then you switch and hold. Same thing, same principle. Again, highly recommended exercise. And I did this also in conjunction with back rack walkouts. So what these are, you guys don't need to do these. This is mostly for strength athletes. But the exercise essentially is you load up a heavy barbell and you walk out and you just either shake a bit like this or you do small steps. I did the following. I did 8 steps forward, 8 steps back, and a bit of shaking. It looks something like this. So let me just adjust this a bit. It looks something like the following. I have the bar, I brace my core, I walk on spot, I walk forward, I walk back, or I also just did unracking. Just unrack, put it down, unrack, and put down. Of course, I'm braced the entire time. Again, you don't need to do this exercise. For recreational lifters, you don't really need to do this. I am just doing this to really build up my back squat, because I die underneath maximum back squats. This is my worst lift, so I'm just trying to load it up with heavy weights a bit above my 1 rep maximum in order for my body to get comfortable with handling those weights, with just my body feeling comfortable with having such a heavy load on my back. It also is a great exercise for your core, because your core, it needs to be tight. If you relax, you're gonna shake, you're gonna fall, you're gonna injure yourself. So in any case, I am rambling too much here, but I first did these hamstring bridges that I showed you before. I did that for 30 seconds. Then I went on to back rack walkouts. And for those, so for this mini circuit, I did again 4 sets. So in total, just to recap, I did back squats, lunges, Russian twists, good mornings, hamstring bridges, back walkouts. And this was enough for my today's lower body leg session. So not too many exercises, 4 sets of 8 repetitions for each. You don't really need to kill yourself with 15 exercises. Just pick a few. You can even pick 4 exercises, 3 exercises if you're a minimalist or if you don't have enough time to train or work out. And just try to get progressively better over time in these exercises. And that's really going to serve you great in order to build up your physique, to build up your strength performance, and so on. And it's going to carry over, it's going to have a great carryover to your daily life. We all need to squat down, we need to lift things from the ground, you need to lift your children, you need to carry your groceries, you need to lift something overhead. We encounter these things in our daily lives, and doing compound exercises such as squats, overhead presses, even deadlifts, lunges, farmer carries, all of these exercises they have a transfer to our daily life. You just need to be smart about loading the weights, and you'll be totally fine with that. So again, if you have any questions for me, please make sure to ask me. I'll be glad to answer those. If you're watching this on YouTube, if I'm going to upload this to YouTube, please like this video, comment, again, if you have any questions. And make sure to like, share, subscribe. You can share this on other social media platforms. Again, I highly encourage you to ask me questions. I'll be glad to answer them. So I hope you have a great day. Stay strong. Take care. Да блин.